Hey guys, it's Holly here, and you are with Dr. Lane Norton, and this is week 9, 10, and 11 of my WBFF Worlds Contest Prep Series. I think I might do that again.
Apparently we're just here with me.
I still can't remember what I've been saying.
No, that was pretty close.
That was close?
That was pretty good.
Oh.
I forgot to put my wedding ring on. It's in the car.
Hey guys, it's Holly here, and you're with Dr. Lane Norton, and we are in weeks 9, 10, and 11 of my Worlds WBFF Contest Prep Series, and I fucked it up. Yeah, I said Worlds and WBFF the wrong way around.
I thought your first one was okay.
Probably was. Let me just do it one more time for good luck. 3 times a charm. Hey guys, it's Holly here, and I'm with Dr. Lane Norton, and you are here watching la 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 la. Let's just go with take 1. It's been way too long. I can't even remember what I'm talking about. I had to remind Lane to turn his microphone on. He was like, oh yeah, this whole thing.
Yep, as I clean the sleep out of my eyes.
Yeah, clearly we're wonderfully bubbly, sunshine, happy people right now. We have some jet lag. I feel like you're doing better than I am.
I was pretty wrecked last night. I was pretty wrecked.
Yeah.
I don't usually crawl into bed before you. Was I out by the time you got to bed?
No.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so we have been away for the last 3, well, I've been away for 3 weeks in a row, actually. Lane's been away for 2. We did this thing called marriage. Yeah. It's kind of cool.
Wait, who did you marry?
No idea. His name's, I think he's got a PhD.
Pretty huge degree.
Yeah, this guy. So yeah, we were in Hawaii for the last couple of weeks.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
It's really, I wouldn't advise getting married and trying to diet for Worlds at the same time for anyone who's contemplating the idea, because it was really hard. I did really well for the first couple of weeks, actually, so we probably should back it up a few weeks and talk about kind of what stuff we were doing while away, how we were going.
Well, you went over early for your bachelorette party, or what you guys refer to as Hens Night.
Yes.
Except it's more like a Hens weekend.
Yeah, actually it was not even really. I just had 2 girlfriends with me, and we just did girly things, which I don't ever get to do.
Hey bitch, hey, let's get smashed tonight. Oh yeah, let's get fucking drunk. We're gonna get fucking drunk. We're gonna get so fucking drunk.
So, yeah, what did we get up to? First couple of days, I got to catch up with all my Australian friends, and the very first morning I got in, we went parasailing. So all 3 of us got to go up, which was kind of fun to kind of get the weekend started. Then obviously lots of meals out, a lot of dining, and a little bit of partying. So Saturday, the first night of the weekend, we went out and had quite a late night. So I was very tired, but still got all my training in for that week, and I was really on track that first week. Like, my weight was just trending down exactly as it should be. So I hit my targets perfectly. It was kind of nice because we were so busy throughout the day. We had like a lot of hikes planned and treks and traveling, and we're just busy. So you're not really thinking about eating. So I know that I did a far less amount of snacking while I was away. So I think I did really well in that respect. Even right through to the week of our actual wedding, my weight was kind of still trending down, which was really good. And then once I moved in with Lane, then shit hit the fan.
What did I do?
Snacks.
You didn't get any of my snacks.
Didn't I? Didn't
No. You got into the cake.
Yeah, snacks.
The wedding cake.
Snacks.
Well, you were the one who wanted to bring the wedding cake into the room. I didn't bother me one way or another. Don't try to blame this on me.
No, it's not being blamed on you at all.
Yeah,
I just
right.
think it's really hard. So, Yeah, we still got all of our training and stuff in, and it was definitely a little harder because I didn't have a scale with me at all, so I had to estimate everything.
Yeah, the other thing that I think was tough for you is, one, you weren't getting as much fiber in because you're eating out. Two, you were eating a lot more sodium because you were eating out and you were using a lot of jerky to try to get low carb, low fat sources of protein. And you weren't going to the bathroom as much as you usually do because you weren't getting the same level of volume.
You're going to get to look at my data and my weight's like this. And then my sodium intake is like this. There's like some days with nothing in there.
I actually don't know what you weighed in today at USF.
Yeah, so this morning I actually went into USF to have, it's kind of the midway point for the case study that we're doing. So I've just had 3 weeks of dieting. My weight was 65.9.
Oh, babe.
So
you don't do well when you travel and you're tired. Like
no, I think sleep deprivation. So I don't sleep on planes either. So we had a late night flight on Saturday, which left Hawaii at 8:30 p.m. I did not sleep until Sunday Tampa time, 10 p.m.
Yeah, because you were down to...
I just can't sleep sitting up. It's just not going to happen. So I just sit there and get really grumpy. And I'm the annoying person on the plane that's just like cracking the shits.
You were into the 63s.
Yeah, I did. I dropped into the 63s like in week 2 and then just failed when I didn't get any sleep. It's literally just this weekend. You'll see, we'll get to look at my data here in a second. You'll see it just going down, 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 down. Oh, wholly sleep deprived and on a plane and can't get access to good food and boof!
Well, I think one of the other things, and this is me being critical of you, is that you don't... I understand why, because you're so busy, you didn't take the time to, but you don't plan well when you travel. Like, when I was going into contest prep...
I can't plan like you in that regard, because if I have all the snacks available to me, I'll eat them all.
Well, no, I mean even like meals. So having I would just have, if I traveled, I would usually just take cooked chicken breasts, and I would put them in a cooler and I would take them on the plane with me.
Yeah,
you can
the
take
problem is we had a hotel without a kitchen either, so I couldn't do a thing, couldn't cook, literally.
See, that's the difference. I would stay in the cheap hotel that has the cooking apparatus, and you would stay in the nice one on the beach that doesn't. But I mean, it's a trade-off in terms of what you want on a prep. Or what I had done before, I had done this. I just got a regular old cooler in a regular hotel room, and just had to keep filling it up with ice and dumping the ice out.
Yeah.
But that was allowed me to have stuff.
I did just fine. It was just me being tired is what screwed me up this last week. It was the last 2 days, and my willpower went to 0. I was just like, I'm physically and mentally exhausted, and I was just like, I don't care. Like, it went from being 100% on point the whole time to I couldn't even care less that I'm in this comp right now. That's the attitude shift from just being tired. So it just goes to show, I'm about to put a post up today about sleep actually, just showing you how important sleep actually is when it comes to weight loss and being successful at weight loss due to the changes in your hormones. So.
Well, we know that though, so we know you don't sleep on planes, so maybe that's something we need to accommodate for better in the future if you're having some kind of overseas flight.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, should we go look at the data then?
Don't judge me, guys. Alrighty, let's take a little backtrack and go back to the day that I was about to fly out. So I flew out, must have been Friday, is that right? Here, the 31st. This day here. So this was all back in Tampa. So it was pretty much on point for those few days. Then I obviously have my planned high day, which is around 900 calories. So this first week you can see...
That Monday was pretty high. What was that from? Do you remember?
I can't remember, to be honest.
Okay.
But you can see my weight kind of starting to trend down. So I start the week off at 65.6. I'm down to 65.2, 65.1, and then by Sunday I'm 64.6. So this is 3 days into my holiday. So you can see here the day that I went out with the girls. Just a nice little 78 grams of alcohol.
Some people carb cycle, Holly alcohol cycles.
And that's so not true.
The data says otherwise.
One day a week I'll have a couple of drinks. You don't get married every day. Come on, you love to celebrate. You did. I'd hate to see what your weekend looked like when you went away.
Yeah, but I'm not getting ready for a show either.
True that. So this was my first week back on diet. My weight average actually didn't change from my previous week on diet break. So that's just because these 2 first days of the week were a little bit high. Then we move into week 2. Again, I'm still on diet calories with a scheduled high day. I chose not to take that scheduled high day because at that point I was a little bit worried that I wasn't going to be keeping in track with where my weight should be. And for good reason, I actually started the week at 64.3 on the Monday, and this week was awesome. I got to train every day with my girlfriends. We were out walking around, doing hikes, swimming, all the good fun stuff. And I was very compliant. You can see here, over the course of the week, I was actually under on calories, but I also was a little bit low on protein. And that's just because it was so hard to get a quality portion of protein. It was stupid. I was having to order 2 meals at some restaurants just to get a decent amount of protein, which is just dumb and so expensive. But anyway, my weight trended down. I finally dipped into the 63s on Sunday. This is after our wedding, so this was our wedding day, Friday the 7th. You can see I really just let go there with the alcohol, 90 grams of alcohol, no fats really, and carbs. I do suspect though, and Lane and I talked about this, I stopped tracking after about dinner time. And then I think I had a couple more cocktails, so it could be higher, I'm not sure. But at the end of the day, my weight was still really on track. So I was really happy until this point. We then kind of started our honeymoon. I did quite well for the first few days. Lane and I still were training. We did probably the most difficult track of our lives. I think it was on Wednesday. With 13,000 steps here. We went to a Cocoa Crater hike, which was vertical. We'll throw some pictures in so that you can have a look at some of the stuff that we were doing, but it was just crazy. I'm still very within reason for my targets on that day. But again, look at my sodium intake here. Just because of everything's seafood and soy sauce, or in a soy or a sodium-based sauce, so that was quite high here. And then you can see my weight jumps up the next day as a consequence to 65.4 after that high sodium meal, even though I was pretty good with my calories. The only thing that really screwed me out was I was trying to get back on track here, I just couldn't get my HIIT classes in. So normally I do 2 45-minute spin classes every week, and I just couldn't get that in while we're away. So I wasn't probably quite as active, and then I also couldn't train on Saturday because we were flying out, and then Sunday was a write-off. I hadn't slept in 48 hours, and I just wouldn't.
What did you have? Because I only saw you have a couple slices of that.
You didn't look up the macros for that Father's Day cake, did you?
No, how much was in a slice?
I'm not going to tell you, but that's kind of a reflection here of my fats.
Well, you only have a slice and a half.
I know, you don't want to know what was in that cake. So I went to Baskin Robbins to get Lane's father and Lane a Father's Day cake, and I know both the guys love ice cream cake, so I bought home, it was like a pizza slice with Reese's style ice cream sitting on top with all the stuff thrown in. With peanut butter, and I knew it would be high calories, but at that point,
I remember I did say something.
Oh, I was already over at that point. I'd literally hit fuck it mode. I don't know if you've ever tried to deprive yourself of sleep, but after about hour 25, you're basically psychotic. Yeah, so I stayed awake for the entire afternoon and had to meal prep and order groceries and cook, and then I can't remember, I did a few errands and things, and I was just somewhere on another planet at that point. So.
I think I said something like, "Oh, honey, can you fit that?" And you kind of just look like,
yeah. So
it's like, all right, well, I'm not asking that question anymore.
Yeah, it was a very high day, so I chose not to weigh in on Monday. You can see this is the new week. This is meant to be a diet break week, and I'm not taking the diet break because I'm now behind.
Well, it sounds like probably should have taken the diet break during the wedding week, but I think the reason you did that was because you wanted to keep the data consistent. But
Yeah.
now actually we've had the same outcome because now you're not taking it.
Well, the wedding was fine. I actually had my best week the week of the wedding.
No, I meant the honeymoon.
The honeymoon was fine. It was just that one day of travel. If we had have picked a better flying time, I think I would have had a different outcome.
There was no other, that was the only flight time.
Yeah, life is life. You can't pick your flights all the time. So, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't have changed it because I want the study to be as accurate as possible. And that.
But aren't we kind of throwing it off by not taking a diet break this week then?
I'll just have to write it in the literature, won't I? So, yeah, this week I waited a whole day and I did a spin class yesterday and a weight training session. I'm still at 65.9. But we did get back my intracellular and extracellular water, which is like about 1.5 pounds up from the previous
Well, there you go.
at the same weight. So a lot of that initial weight influx is due to...
What was your body fat?
it was about the same. It was about the same.
Mm.
Yeah. So
And when was the last time you had it done? It was the week before you left?
my last diet break.
Okay, you got a lot of work to do then.
Well, no, I would have made perfect really great. It's just 2 days. 2 days people can fuck you up, so don't do what I've just done.
No, I'm just saying you got a lot of work to do now. So,
Yeah.
'cause you got to catch back up.
I know, but it's so frustrating because I was on track, like right through the whole wedding until one day. One day can throw you out so bad. So
I'm sorry.
yeah, it's kind of frustrating, especially that it is the last day. It was like we went for a bike ride. Remember on those electric bikes, and the guy was like, "Now everyone does really fine. They're super cautious for the entire bike ride because you're on this bike that you've never ridden before." And then he says, "So then when I tell everyone we're going home now and it's only a 2-minute ride, he's like, and then everyone eats shit." Because they get a little bit overzealous and confident on the bike, so then like someone falls off, and sure enough, there's like 5 of us who all fell off.
Well, it was the one guy. The one guy turned in
and
front
then
of
he
you.
like crash into us. I literally feel like I'm reenacting that with my diet right now.
Mm.
You get through the whole thing perfectly, and then one day, the very
Well,
end.
I think the point to make here is that if you know there are certain triggers for you, to try to avoid those, and if you can't avoid them, try to structure it out and plan it out and understand how you're going to feel at that time, and just try to make accommodations for it.
Yeah, I
So-
think that's really important to consider for like any other travel that we have coming up. I just can't do no sleep or flying without sleep. I didn't realise how badly that would affect me. It's like new to me. I didn't think I would be that mentally fatigued, but hey, it is what it is. So yeah, this week guys, I am going to be coming in here on this new screen and I'm going to be no diet break, so it's going to be diet 10, unplanned. Same as normal. I'll be doing 40 stairs, 90 hit, and I'll be back to my normal 8,000 steps. But my watch has been playing up, so
Yeah, your Apple Watch.
I have not been consistent with steps. What should we do? Do you want to
You
go back
need,
to?
well, you need to go get it taken care of.
Well, I don't have it. I'm not going to get it this week. So
Well,
should
no, I'm
we
saying
go back to tracking minutes this week? I think. Or
I guess.
Is your watch working? Can I borrow your watch?
I thought so.
Yay!
Did not plan that. I guess you can borrow my watch now that we're here on video, and I can't really say no because there's high pressure situations. So
You have to-
sure, honey, you can have my
We
watch.
can just go back to tracking minutes. That's the alternative.
No, I'm happy to let you use my watch.
Okay. I've got to take
But
it.
I think you just need to get yours fixed as well.
Yeah, so this is where I'm meant to be. You can see here my target weight for this week was 63.2 and I was at 64.8, so I'm a little bit behind. This week I'm going hard, hammer and tong, 155. I don't need to adjust those targets.
No, you'll lose on.
I lose on those targets when I am adherent, which is evident in the last couple of weeks. So now it's just about getting my ratios and macros back in track, hitting my protein, consistent
Are you
with my
having a high day this
training.
week?
I'm not having a high day this week. No fucking way.
Okay.
No.
All right then.
This is like punishment for being so...
We don't do
No, but
punishment.
I'm quite a ways behind. Like if we look at, even though my weekly average is still sitting similar, like in the 64s.
Yeah. No, I know.
Unless I could make up a miracle happens this week and it was really just water, maybe by next week.
You know the people you're going to be competing against? And one of the things that always when I was competing in bodybuilding, one of the things that always helped me get through the really hard stuff was that everybody I'm competing against may not have the exact same challenge that I have. Some probably have more, some probably have less, but they all have challenges.
Yep.
And so nobody's going to give a shit when it comes to standing on stage.
Right.
It's all going to be about how you're looking. So just got to get it done.
So yeah, that was my big boo boo this week. It was a pretty huge one. Yeah, all right. Time to knuckle down. I think things will be fine.
Well, I will say you've been more positive about this than I usually see you. So.
Yeah, I'm not catatonic on the bed dying.
Yeah, that's good. You didn't go through that phase.
Yeah,
I think you just went to sleep instead.
Oh my god.
She legit slept for 12 hours in a row.
Well, wouldn't you if you hadn't slept in 2 days? Alright guys, I think that's enough rambling. This is literally, I'm just going to fall asleep while I'm standing here if I keep talking. So I'm going to go and get a workout in.
We hope you enjoyed this 87-minute video and thesis.
Yeah, sorry about that guys, but it is what it is.
Like our stuff, subscribe, buy our stuff. We'll catch you next week.
Thank you.